this is
Mr.
absurd.
Adams, you do have an active warrant for your arrest.
And
So-
well, who issued the warrant though?
The courts have it issued.
For what though?
You have to give me a reason by law. Why are you pushing me? Why are you pushing me? Why are you doing this?
Can I call my dad, who's a sheriff's officer?
Let the one officer come here who's out with your other part of your bumper. He's going to talk to you, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Arresting criminals is a very dangerous task. Perhaps it helps when you don't know the suspects, but what happens when cops are forced to arrest their own family members? Cops are already infamous for making the wrong arrests, but Officer Kovac takes it one step too far when his personal emotions cause him to abuse his authority to the point of criminal intent. The cop, unaccepting of his daughter Caitlin's relationship with her black boyfriend, drives to a neighborhood while tracking his daughter's laptop, a classic stalker move.
You can get out. You're going to jail. Get out. Have a seat in my car. We'll make it up as we go.
He spots the boyfriend's car and immediately pulls it over illegally, as 18-year-old Makai Coleman was not breaking any law. When the officer commands him to leave the car, Makai rightfully asks for the reason. Officer Kovac's response is bone-chilling, as he says, "We'll make it up as we go," implying he'll falsely charge him. Makai's fate is hanging off at the whims of the officer, and things can get really bad for him really fast.
Any guns, knives, weed on you? What's that?
Obviously.
Go ahead and get smart before I can do something to you, even more.
121 and 124.
I think I'm playing with you. Have a seat.
25 Overland.
Officer Kovac leads Makai into the back seat of his police car, and after asking him the routine questions, he proceeds to threaten him even more. At this point, his unprofessionalism is glaringly obvious, but from the corner of his eye, Kovac spots something.
I tell you to get out of the car? Did I tell you to get out of the car?
On a road that flows 12. I was advising a white female in a blue Jeep, threatened them with a gun. She's in a Ford Focus, maroon. She also called in and said she's pregnant, so she did show them. She has a 1015 permit.
Your dad know my daughter's in your house?
Caitlin's friend can be seen stepping out of the car, and Officer Kovac reprimands her for this action. It is at this stage that the mother of Caitlin's friend, Gloria Morales, steps out of her house. It's time for some adult-to-adult confrontation.
My daughter in there?
No. You would like to check? Not here.
Why is her computer there?
I just come home and making dinner. My kids went to bed. Where would you do to be in my house?
I don't know. You know, so if I check and you're lying to me, you're going to jail.
You would check, and I'm not lying to you. If I'm not lying, I don't know why you're accusing me of that. I don't have to lie.
Well, I was told she was here.
You would say no.
So if I check,
I know that.
and
Well,
that boy's been harboring her. Okay, I heard she was suicidal. All right.
I don't know anything about what's going on.
Officer Kovac turns onto the mother, still adopting an aggressive and hostile tone, and asks where his daughter is.
Okay.
I had my seatbelt on.
Oh, you did.
Yes, I did.
You can plead not guilty. You can go to court then.
I had my seatbelt
Go
on.
back in your house.
No, I don't want to go back to my house.
Oh, you do.
How I'm going to tell the judge that you came to my house. You asked
You're being
me,
disorderly.
can
Would you like to go to jail?
You making this
You're being
personal.
disorderly.
How am I being disorderly?
She wasn't wearing a
I
seatbelt.
was wearing my seatbelt. How am I being disorderly? You making this personal. You want to seek at my daughter because you think your daughter is in my house.
No, she wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Whatever is going in your personal
It's on
life,
video.
You shouldn't take her with the uniform.
It's on video.
Okay? It is personal.
It's on
Because
video.
You see, when you accuse me of your daughter
You're
being
being
in my
disorderly.
house,
Would you like to?
How am I being disorderly?
I'm trying to conduct an investigation. You're
You're
obstructing
trying
me.
to
You're
Well,
obstructing me.
For your daughter, and you're using police time.
You're
using
obstructing me.
department time.
This is your last warning.
I'm going to call 911. Because
You call 911.
You're
I
using department
am
time to look for your
constr-
daughter. So let's call 911.
Call 911. You're going to jail.
Because I'm calling 911. It is my right to
No,
call
this is
911.
not an
You're
emergency.
using department documents for your daughter.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm allowed to. Go ahead with your mom. I'm letting her go with you.
The mother detects the shadiness of the situation when he further abuses his authority and threatens to charge Catlin's friend with a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt, another accusation he made up. This causes the situation to escalate, and so the mother refuses to cooperate any longer, threatening to call 911 on him. But the real terrifying event takes place from then on.
I didn't even see you. Get out of the car. Get in my car. Go ahead, you guys are good. Ma'am, they could go with you. Get in my car.
In the midst of the conversation, Officer Kovac spots Catlin hiding in the back of Coleman's car. He storms over to her side, opens the door, and orders her to get out. Time seems to slow down as the question hangs. What now?
Goodbye. Get in my car.
You can't. You can't take me. I am 18.
Goodbye.
You can't take her in. She's an adult.
Goodbye.
Hey, well, you can get back in the car. You're in the
No, you're not. Get in my car.
Why are you taking me?
Get in my car.
Why are you taking me? You have to give me a reason. By law, why are you pushing me? Why are you pushing me? Why are you doing this? Turn on your camera, my guy. Turn it on.
Get in my car.
You can't arrest me for no reason. You can't. You can't.
Treatment! Knock it off!
You don't want me. I know why you can't do this. You can't do this.
In the distressing footage that follows, Officer Kovac can be seen pushing Catlin inside the back of his car as she tries to physically resist. She is screaming out in panic, reminding her father that she is of legal age and thus cannot be taken like this.
Yeah, she did nothing.
I'm an adult.
Get in the car.
Why are you putting her in the car?
She was suicidal yesterday.
I was not.
She was in the
You weren't even with me yesterday.
Just well,
yesterday.
Friday. Get in the car.
Friday, I was not.
Get in the car.
I have video proof she with me all day yesterday.
Get in the car.
We're not harboring. She's an adult. She has no relation. She has no reason to do this anymore. She's gone.
Get in the car.
She can do that.
I'm not. I was going home to her mother, so you're ruining it.
Caitlin, just sit down.
I can't. You gotta come down.
I hope you know we're already taking you to court.
Breaking all boundaries of professional conduct, Officer Kovac kidnaps his own daughter. Desperate to save his girlfriend, Coleman tries to intervene, but what can he do? The cop lies once again, saying that he's taking Catlin for a mental checkup.
She's going to the hospital.
She's going for what?
Don't get me.
For what? Tell me why she's going to the hospital. Because you think, because what?
She's going to the hospital because she said she was going to kill herself Friday.
No, I didn't.
Wait a
I
minute.
did
You have
not.
text message, anything?
I did not.
Yes.
What?
You have anything?
I did not.
Coleman can only watch as Officer Kovac drives off with Catlin in the back of his car, anguished and helpless. He was served justice later when the internal affairs of the police department fired him for breaking the department's standards of conduct. But Kovac is just one bad apple in the basket full of cops, like Officer John Lee, who sets an example by lawfully arresting his own daughter on the charges of a DUI.
Yeah, there's a white bumper here.
From Applebee's.
Come back from Applebee's?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21.
You're 21?
Yeah.
665, we're just going to play this out for now.
My dad is
We're going to go to the Wawa. So we're going to
Sean
go
Lee.
to
Who was that?
Sean Lee.
Sean Lee? Okay.
One winter night in Howell Township, police officers get a call that a traffic light pole has been knocked over. They reach the site immediately, where they spot a broken piece of a white bumper on the curb. Across the road in a gas station, they locate their potential suspect, 21-year-old Teresa, with her white parked sedan, albeit with a, you guessed it, broken bumper. They approach Teresa and start asking her questions. The first routine question is to ask if the suspect had anything to drink, to which Teresa tells them she had only one drink. And she also doesn't seem overly intoxicated by her mannerisms. At this point, she mentions for the first time that her dad is a sheriff officer.
Did you hit that pole that's over there?
No.
You didn't hit the utility pole?
Hit anything.
Because your bumper's in the middle of the road.
No.
Upon being questioned whether she has hit the pole with her car, Teresa promptly denies it, but she won't be getting off so easily.
Teresa,
Yes.
let me ask you again.
Yeah.
You left Applebee's.
Yeah, I left Applebee's.
You cut through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the traffic pole that's right there?
No, I did not hit the traffic pole.
Do you not remember hitting a traffic pole?
Did not hit the traffic pole, I promise you.
So your bumper's in the middle of the road over there, and there's a pole down.
This part was hanging off already because I already hit something.
Okay.
When I hit a deer in Pennsylvania because I go to school in and this part was hanging off already.
Okay. Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
No.
The officers don't buy her story and continue to press her, but Teresa stays stubborn in her stance and fabricates a story for the broken bumper on the spot, saying she hit a deer back in Pennsylvania. Emotions seep in as she rejects the possibility of smoking marijuana. However, further interrogation unveils the shocking truth.
Listen, are you just scared you're going to get tickets or something?
Yes.
Is that all it is?
Yes.
So you want to just tell the truth?
Yes, I'm telling you the
So
truth.
when after Applebee's, did you hit a traffic pole?
I think I hit something. I remember hitting something.
You can't miss it. It lights up. It's red, green, and yellow.
I remember hitting something after Applebee's. But
Okay.
I'm saying, like,
And then did you drive away because you're scared because you had maybe had one drink and you think you're drunk?
Yeah.
And you might get arrested, but you don't seem like you're drunk?
Yes.
Is that what's going on? So you drove away because you're scared?
Yes.
So you might get some tickets and maybe you might get arrested? Is that why?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're starting to tell the truth, right?
I remember hitting something, but I remember, like before this, I already hit something, and he.
Happened with you and driving and leaving the scene of the crash.
I hit a curb.
You hit a traffic signal.
No, I hit a curb.
Yeah, you went up the curb, you hit the traffic signal fell down, and you
I
left.
was texting.
As Teresa gets increasingly distressed, she admits that she drove off from the scene, in fear she'd be arrested while she was drunk. Her confession is half truth and half lie, as she opts to say she hit the curb instead, but gets herself into murkier waters by saying the accident occurred because she was on the phone while driving.
Hey, so what's your dad's name? John?
Just trying to get caught up.
Yeah.
But,
This is John, right?
yeah, I was looking at the vehicle, we run up this place.
Hey, John, how are you? So your daughter is a traffic Wawa and okay, did she get into a crash in Pennsylvania? Okay. Okay, what was the deal with that crash? Where's the damage on the car?
Okay, the damage on the car there, I think, if I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, it was like the front right bumper, and down the side there was some denting and scratching going down the side.
The officers finally get on a call with the highly mentioned sheriff officer, John Lee, and update him on the situation. The sheriff tells them that the deer story is in fact true. The question is, will he save his daughter from the predicament she has gotten herself into?
What are you so scared of? That's what I don't get. What she's so freaked out about. I guarantee she's probably, some kids.
Yeah, no, I put everything here. Okay. So what's up? So what she's saying, like, and where the damage was and everything, just doesn't really make too much sense. So tried to get some more information out of her, but describe what the other damage, the other black piece.
Yeah, no, it was more than that. I mean, that's more than it was.
Okay. Yeah. So for the other one, was it just like the bumper wasn't hanging like that?
Yeah, no. So what it was is basically this was intact.
Okay.
This piece was missing, but these scratches here, that's all from a deer that she tried to avoid.
John Lee pulls up to the scene and quickly realizes that the damage to the car could not have been only from the deer incident. Forgoing fatherly love and prejudice, he calmly explains to the officers what the original damage looked like, making the situation clearer that Teresa is at fault.
So who was who's the officer?
So right now, this is going to be my call. Okay. Supervisor's coming out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's going to be providing all the details.
Okay, who's your supervisor?
Not
that I'm not, dude.
I got
I'm just asking. I got so what is it looking like now?
He then asks the officers in return about their supervisor, which seems to rattle the dispatched policeman. It is not quite uncommon for officers to abuse their authority by taking their family's side, so the officers are on edge.
If she goes down Nate's Mill.
Just to surprise you or something, I got off work, left shift, I'm on the warrant squad, right? So I just want to show you this so you can see it. I don't know what time you initiate the stop. You home 10:39. So what time did you stop her at? Because she probably got nervous, and I'm not saying we know that's not an excuse. I get it. But what time do you think that initial call came? Because she probably hit it and was like, Dad, what do I do?
Probably, I would say, somewhere between 10:45 and 11.
That's about right.
For reassurance that he is unbiased, Officer John shows text messages between him and Teresa, trying to establish a timeline of when the events unfolded. He has truly separated his work life from his personal one and is totally disregarding the potential arrest of his daughter.
While you do the test, make sure you touch it itself. Each step. Look down at your feet so you can see where you're walking. Keep your arms down at your sides. And kind of step out left. Right?
The officers run a few tests on Teresa and find out she is more intoxicated than she initially let on, which makes matters even worse for her.
Base 1 female 41. 17 for Johnson.
You do stops with this shit in the car.
Right,
you're arrested for DUI. Go ahead.
Have a seat.
She gets handcuffed without delay, and any hopes of salvation are extinguished once her father guides his sobbing daughter into the back seat of the police vehicle. She is then taken to the police station, where her blood alcohol limit is tested, which comes back as above twice the legal limit. As of current updates, Teresa has been charged with a DUI and awaits court orders. But moving on from noble policemen who don't discriminate between their suspects to County Commissioner Bruce Adams, who was not the least hesitant in using his authority to bail out his culprit son. Talk about keeping it in the family.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
On a November night in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Kenneth Adams is pulled over by an officer for running a stop sign and for not having his turn signal turned on.
How's it going? Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to a complete stop, the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on?
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but...
As is the recurring pattern of these cases, Kenneth denies these accusations, but officers find something interesting when they inquire about him in their monitor.
Walk back up there. Have him step out. Well, no, we place an arrest for a warrant. He has an active warrant.
With the information that Adams has an active arrest warrant for burglary, theft, and whatnot, the officer confronts him, but he continues posing resistance.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant.
How do I have a warrant?
I don't know how you have a warrant, but it's on our system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court here in San Juan.
I've gone to... No, that's incorrect.
Okay. Well, it's on our system right now.
Well,
I'm not going to argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I don't... Excuse me? Like, no.
Okay.
This is... Dude, this is absurd.
Mr. Adams, you do have an active warrant for your arrest.
And, so, who issued the warrant, though?
The courts have it issued.
For what, though? Because I've gone to court for everything. There should not be an active warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Kenneth claims that he has already been to court for all of the enlisted charges and refuses to step out of the car. This is so far an unproven fact. It may be possible that Kenneth attended court, but did not submit documents of court attendance, or he may be lying entirely.
Well, then my question is who... This is a joke. This is seriously the biggest joke I've ever heard of. When you turned on your lights, I knew there was some bullshit going on.
It was issued October 13th.
For what?
This year. It's when the warrant was issued.
For what?
It had some felony charges, burglary charges.
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've been to court for that.
All right, listen to this officer.
Look that way real quick so I can fix it down.
Well, if I've been to court, then why am I getting arrested?
I don't know. I don't know what all the court's purposes are for filing the warrant. All I know is there is a warrant, okay? So that's going to be up to you and the courts to be able to figure that out, all right?
Kenneth is taken to the police car, and the officers read out his warrant in detail, amidst which he expresses a lot of confusion, after which he is taken to the police station. But the situation doesn't wrap up that easily.
Okay. Where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail, and I stayed here with the car.
Why?
For a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
To find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I call to find out why he's in jail.
The real drama starts when Kenneth's father, Bruce Adam, shows up, who conveniently turns out to be the county commissioner for the local area.
I gotta be careful with this stuff, Bruce. You understand that? Okay. That's the warrant. Okay, so it says warrant status active, offense burglary, burglary, theft, criminal mischief, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, burglary
He's
of a
already
vehicle.
been to court over that.
Criminal trespass, normal 7th District Court, Monticello. Bruce, we don't have anything to do with that. All we know is that the warrant issues a current. That the court issues a warrant. That's all we know. What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
Who can?
Nobody can. He's been arrested for a warrant. The courts can.
And the warrant's false.
Huh? The warrant's not false.
The officer reads out the warrant to Bruce, who insists that Kenneth has already been to court for the charges and has a plea and abeyance on all of it. Then, his corruption rears its ugly head as he demands the officer to let him go.
You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff because he arrested my kid on a false warrant?
The warrant's right there.
Upon being denied that request, Bruce gets even more agitated, threatening to sue the county sheriff. It is clear that he is used to abusing his power as the county commissioner. The situation doesn't escalate after that, as Kenneth is eventually released from jail. The warrant on him is dropped and no action is taken against the dishonorable Bruce Adam.